Welcome, everyone, to our podcast. Today, we're sitting with partners in school nutrition, diving into actionable inspiration to provide you not only ideas, but strategies for success. I'm your host, Maureen Pasonic, and I'm thrilled to explore this topic with you and with some of our school nutrition friends. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today on the NutriSmart SNAX Podcast. I'm calling it the Wednesday All-Stars are here today. We have in studio with us two people that just recently are fresh off their appearance on What's Up Wednesday Live. And for those of you who don't know what that is, Pasonic Partners hosts a live cooking show event, and we generally do it 3 times a year. We have it on recording for those folks that can't join us live during the hour. And really, just like NutriSmart SNAX, our goal is to empower you with short, meaningful sound bites, really, to you to help you be successful in your program. So I'm thrilled to have two lovely ladies who lunched with us and who did What's Up Wednesday Live. So Jess Stone, many of you know, our near and dear mystery chef winner, numero uno, the first and always the person to come to great theme days, great energy. And so we just thank you for taking your day off. This is a day off of school and you're here with me, girl. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with us today, our last What's Up Wednesday Live. So we introduced you there as like our extended family because many of you know Megan from Dogo's. And so a fun little fact about our new friend, Betsy from High Desert Greens, is that she is a friend of Megan from Dogo's. So tell us a little bit about your company and yourself.
Yeah. So my husband and I started the company when we were out in Utah. I'm a salad fanatic. And when COVID hit, it was really hard to get really good lettuce and salad greens in the grocery stores. So I was always complaining about it and he was tired of hearing that. So he decided to do some research and found microgreens online. And we started with just one tray. I loved it so much that I said, I want to keep growing this. So he branched out into different types of seeds like peas and sunflowers and radish and broccoli. And we even do like micro herbs like lemon basil and cilantro. It's really, really good.
Oh my gosh. So fun. And
we got
so
hooked
pretty.
on it. Yeah. It's
so pretty.
Color, texture, flavor, large amounts of nutrients and all the good stuff that you need. It's all jam-packed in those tiny but mighty little greens that we call them.
I love it.
And they're delicious.
Yeah.
They're so good. And we just kind of got hooked on them. And then I started taking them to work. People really liked them and were asking where they could get them because it wasn't in stores. So we decided, let's start growing them and seeing if people want them, turn into a business. And then it's really hot out in Utah and there's not a lot of water. So we decided, let's move back to Ohio, where I'm originally from. And it's probably been the best decision we've ever made is coming back here and starting our company and our family's closer and more tight-knit. And the best thing is our daughter likes the microgreens. So it's just microgreens for the masses. Let's try and get these in schools. Kids need good, healthy greens. And that's a hard thing, I think, for kids to eat is salad greens and green things.
Yeah.
So giving them little finger foods and things that are fun to eat and they're tasty. So,
I love this. I love this. So, you know, we had this power. I mean, that was a power hour on What's Up Wednesday Live. And really the goal of that hour is to really do some caught doing something good, some innovation. And so you were part of our innovation. It was a Farm to School Month episode. And so what better than to teach and talk about something new? So this is something that you were able to bring. Jess, you always bring it. I mean, you came as the pilot of the voyage that was National School Lunch Week. And just like you always bring such light and love into your work, you are able really to innovate and excite your cafeteria. And so one of the reasons I know you're very humble and you go, oh my gosh, again, you're always in our caught doing something good, real. And I don't want you ever to dim your light because I think it is inspiration for others. So talk to me on a daily basis. You know, that takes a lot of thinking and ingenuity. So what do you do to like light your flame to help your staff be excited about theme days?
I never shut my brain off, for one thing.
Same girl.
My motto is I can theme that. So, you know, even if it's just something very small on a daily basis, even renaming a menu item, renaming a side, making something featured, or us just wearing the same shirts or different things that match. I mean, the girls are always willing to jump on board, and they get excited when we have something really big coming up, and we just kind of build from that.
I love it. And we were able to be with you for Apple Crunch this year.
Yes.
So, you always theme making the extension, the cafeteria extension of the classroom. You had the different varieties of apples, what their flavor profiles are, even what farm they came from.
Right.
And you invited the Department of Education and Workforce. You even had a fun, tell me a little bit about that thought day.
Well, we had them last year, so that was my first thought when we decided we were going to do it again. I mean, I've been doing it for a decade now. I just love the interaction of the kids, and that they feel like they get that apple to join into Crunch and to really, showcase how lucky we are in Ohio to have such beautiful apples to eat.
I know you said that was one of the things that stuck with me. I'm glad you brought that up. So it was a moment of gratitude for you and for your staff. So even though it's a little extra work and you all were dressed up so cute for the holiday of celebrating, you really made it impactful to the students to understand that, we are fortunate to have these wonderful Ohio grown apples right in our own backyards.
Right.
And really kind of think about that, like what kids were inspired to go and ask their parents to go pick their own apples that weekend. I mean, it really stuck with me that you love the theme days, the kids love the theme days, but I think that gratitude and really building your staff up is something you shine. And I think anyone listening to this that says, oh God, it's extra work,
But it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like fun and love and gratitude. I crave it. I love planning for it, and I love seeing it through.
I know you do, and it shows through. One of my new favorite Jessisms is following your social media reels. Please tell me a little bit. You meet people where they're at. So you and I aren't spring chickens any longer. No. We've been doing this a long time, but you have taught yourself a new skill, my friend, to tell people about this.
It's so exciting. Yes. So we have an Instagram page now. I mean, of course I have my own personal, and I have one for my farm as well that I'm working on, but for Woodridge Eats. And I love making the reels to show what we do for the kids. Not just the food, but the whole process of the different themes or the bar concepts that we do. I just want everyone to see how much we really care about these kids and how we want them to enjoy what we do for them.
I love it.
So yeah, I love working on it, and I love getting the word out there.
I love it. So tell everybody, what are the two places to find you? Instagram, and what are your handles?
Okay, so Instagram, it's Woodridge Eats. And then I also have my own private one, Lucky Stone Farm, which I'm just starting to work on because I'm a farmer from birth.
Oh, I love it. And I will tell you, I loved the squashes you gifted me, and the apple and the tomatoes, and that wonderful sauce your husband and you made. The vodka sauce was so good. So
I love sharing all that. I love bringing bouquets in for people and love sharing everything from the farm. That's the best part of it.
I love that. And I'm drying those zinnia seeds. Those flowers were too beautiful. I'm saving. I'm planting them.
Full saved. Yes.
I am planting those. Yes. I love that you do this, and you meet people where they're at. So Betsy, tell me. I know we had Megan from Dogo's on, and she is a grade school or high school friend.
So we met 6th grade.
Sixth grade, so grade school.
Really good friends in 6th grade. Yeah.
Awesome.
And so one of the things for us as Pasonic partners, we help folks develop their programs. And so Farm to School is one of the programs we love to help shine forward on What's Up Wednesday Live. So lots of content there to learn from, but also just talk to us a little bit about the vision. I know a funny fact about you is that your husband sometimes is a little hard to understand, but if they don't get to watch the recording of What's Up Wednesday Live, he is the best. He's an orator with an accent that has the energy and passion you do about microgreens. Yeah. And I could listen to him for hours. But his funny fact he told me about you was that you couldn't understand him for the first couple of weeks you guys worked together.
That's correct. That is correct.
And people were wearing the wrong skis and bindings. Yes. So this was pre microgreens. This was like ski club or some ski resort.
To think about it now, I'm so lucky that no one hurt themselves on the mountain because I got paired up with him my first day of work. Could not understand him. He's got a really thick Scottish accent, which is one of the things I love about him. But couldn't understand anything that he was saying. So I'm just watching him screwdriver a couple times, pop the boot in and out. Okay, have fun. Here you go. And then it was I started picking up a couple words here and there. And then I could actually understand what he was saying. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I've been doing this wrong for 2 weeks.
I love that story.
But yeah.
Fun fact about you guys, but you guys shine together as a couple, obviously impassioned about the microgreen work.
Yeah.
You know, he said something on What's Up Wednesday Live. So again, go back and rewatch it because there was such cool information about what this program can be for schools. But one of the things we talk about is, what is your vision for High Desert Greens getting into the cafeteria and working with students?
So we would love to have our greens in school lunches and breakfast, you know, whatever they serve. Our vision is to get as many of the greens in there as we can. And then not only that, but then my husband's developed this plan where we want to bring the greens into the cafeteria so that students can actually start it from scratch. They can see the growing process. They can see how it's growing. They can watch it. And it's exciting to see, like if people who like to grow plants, you see that little tiny sprout coming up. Oh, we get so excited. And then it's a little bit more the next day and a little bit more. And these greens, the best thing about it for the kids is they grow so quickly. It's 7 to 10 days and then you're harvesting them. So for them, they get to see it from the start to the finish, not something that's going to take months on end to grow and then not see the result. They're going to get to see the result. And then some of them may have a hand in doing that. And then they can see how easy it is to grow your own healthy food. And you can incorporate that in your own home. Take it from school, find some recipes that you like. It could be a kid who wants to be a chef one day or enjoys cooking. Take it and see what you come up with. Make some healthy meals and find the fun way about it too. Like the microgreens are so colorful. There's texture, there's nutrition in there. So adding it to any meal, you're bringing all of that with it.
You're elevating it. Yes. One of the things I love that you said about, and I think I'm going to tag both of you guys in on this, is we love try days. We love grow it, know it. So like we have a lot of schools that have embraced having grow towers, hydroponic grow towers, that has really impacted their students' willingness to even approach a produce bar and to really try stuff. What I love about, this is my vision for this microgreens project, and tell me if I'm right or wrong. So like you do a lot of like little samples, and so that kids get the opportunity to try it without fear that they have to take it and that's going to be their lunch, and if they don't like it, they're going to miss out. But you also have provided a lot of variety and like produce so that students can maybe have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And ultimately, we know it's not nutritional unless they eat it. And we also know Pasonic has really stood by the idea that smarter lunchroom theory, or choice architecture, if you will, by providing choices and letting kids build up to that half cup requirement of fruits or vegetables, you're going to get kids to try fruits and vegetables that they have never seen before.
Absolutely.
And you did something recently. Talk to us about that. Like you bring in different produce items and kids are really, tell us what they do. Are they excited? Is it hard? What do you think? You just did some really cool fruits on National School Lunch Week.
They get super excited. Some don't even know what it is. And that's sad, but exciting for us to teach that to them. But yeah, the different star fruit.
Yes, that's what you did.
Star fruit, dragon fruit, even cabbage. We did the cabbage, fresh cabbage on the yakisoba bar, and then cabbage and noodles, cooked cabbage. So,
Kalushka.
And kalushka, yes, kalushka, yes. But I mean, some kids said that a couple of the boys told me that was their favorite part of the week was the noodles and cabbage.
I love that. My daughter loved it. She tried it. She loved yours.
They're always kids always will try something. They will always try a little sample size. Some, middle school's hard. They're a tough crowd, but most of them will always take a sample and then they'll be honest about it if they like it or they don't.
I love that. I love that. So we talk about, again, the mantra, making the cafeteria an extension of the classroom. You embrace that and you say, just give it a try. And it's we always say, don't yuck on my yum. You want to make sure it's a welcoming environment, but not every kid's going to like everything. Right. So the opportunity to give them bite-sized trials or get their voice and respect that and have alternates for the kids that might like it and some that don't, you really do a nice job of embracing and motivating that innovative change with respecting the kind of bounds of you have middle schoolers. I mean, I'm raising one in my house. So we talk about this.
That's right.
They're tough.
They're tough.
Yeah, they're tough. If you could give one pro tip from your perspective on embracing, again, the National School Lunch Week theme week was all the global passport, which we love a good theme.
Yes.
But it really doesn't even have to be a special week. It could just be how you think about going to trying something new on your menu and maybe exposing kids to it. What's one pro tip that you would give to our listeners about that and how you do it?
Well, I think since we do so many bar concepts, it's easy to sneak a little bit of something new or something different in there for them to try it. And that way, and if it doesn't work, you can try it a different way, I guess.
I love it.
So just be versatile. Try it and then try it again.
Yeah. What I think I love most about your mentorship for others listening and watching you on a What's Up Wednesday Live is you have all the heart and none of the ego. You don't, I love it. You're so honest, authentic about like, hey, I tried it. They didn't like this one that much. And you know, even on your social media reels, that makes it so much more compassionate and approachable. For those listening, you know, you did win and you did a great job on the Mystery Chef and you do all of these things. But I want people to say and know, following you on your Woodridge Eats, you know, you talk about your epic fails too and how you pivot.
Yes, pivot.
I love that.
Sometimes you got to pivot.
I love that. And you don't have a lot of ego in this. You have all of the eagerness to get kids feedback and you have, we'll call it thick farmer girl skin. You like take it all in.
I was raised, right. So I appreciate that. That's your kind words. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's what makes you such an awesome mentor. It really, really does. That and also your willingness to share. You know, I think, you know, we aren't competitive restaurants. You know, one thing, Betsy, you know, if you start in a school and it works well, I think one of the good things that we have invited our local partners in is coming to the schools that work with Masonic partners and picking themes and ways we can get microgreens into specific recipes. Yep. So it doesn't have to be an all or nothing endeavor. It could be with choice built into it.
Absolutely.
So talk a little bit about what would be your pro tip when you think about seeing if you envisioned the perfect try day for microgreens. Walk us through that.
Oh, geez. I mean, I think I would just be so excited for the kids to come up and actually, you know, want to try some of it. You know, we've had people in the past when we do our farmers markets who come up and we have them out on plates so people can taste test them because sometimes people have never had the microgreens before. Or they say, oh, I've had sprouts before. Well, they're different than sprouts. They're different things. So have a taste of these. You know, we've had some people in the past who say, oh, let's just taste like grass. But does it taste like a little bit more than something than grass? Like, are you getting some of the flavor in there?
I love it.
But, you know, I would just be so excited for all the kids to come up and want to try every single one of them and then think about what does it remind them of? Like the radish, I always say the radish reminds me of a radish you pulled out of grandma's garden because it's got that nice, like spicy kick to it. So, you know, having a kid come up and tasting it and actually saying, I love this, I would put this in my food would be phenomenal.
The only way we'll ever know, Betsy, is getting it out there. So
we're gonna have to try
let's sign up some schools and get this microgreen action going. I love the 7 to 10 day incubation too. Yes. So part of the grow it, know it. I think, you know, Jess, you can, you know, notably say when kids are a part of the process, they're more willing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love to have this to try on the ramen bar. Like just a little bit of greens, a little bit of greens on the.
I love that.
Yes, I think it would be amazing.
I love that. One of my visions for it too, I think we talked about this on What's Up Wednesday Live, is, you know, we are looking for protein forward breakfasts, right? And so when you take things like sugar out of breakfast and you need to add flavor and variety, I think these microgreens on top of an omelet or in some sort of egg bake would be a phenomenal way to introduce kids to microgreens.
Absolutely.
With a nice flavor kick and punch and nutrition punch.
Yes, absolutely.
I love this. So now we can sit here for the rest of the afternoon and brainstorm. But I always end this podcast with a fun question. And I think I've asked this of you before.
Yeah.
I know. But, you know, tell me a fun fact about what is your new favorite lunch to serve kids? Because I've asked you what you eat. So what's your new favorite lunch to serve kids?
Because I was thinking, because I knew you were going to ask me. So I was trying to think, and it's so sad that I can't remember, right? So I want somebody to remember. That's one of my things, even though I am a very humble person. I want somebody to remember my lunch, you know, one person, one kid. But my favorite meal to prep for lunch is the cinnamon French toast bar.
Oh, nice.
With all the different fresh fruits, a little bit of whipped cream, bacon crumbles, warm syrup. It's the most fun to prep, and the kids love it so much.
It probably smells amazing as well.
And I love breakfast for dinner, for lunch. anytime.
Yes. Oh, I love this. I love this. So you bring up a good point, and that is, I do believe most kids leave school and they fondly remember a favorite teacher. But many, many school graduations that I've attended in now over 2 decades of working in schools, there's always some funny mention of school lunch. So don't be shy. I think there's going to be a lot of kids at Woodridge that say, I remember that wonderful lunch lady in middle school. She was so sweet to me and did so many fun things. Your legacy will definitely live way beyond your years in school, but we're not ready to give you up yet. So how about you, Betsy? What about your favorite school lunch experience when you were a kid or?
Yeah. I have to say, my favorite day at school was pizza day.
Okay.
I just loved the pizza, and they did pizza good. It wasn't overly greasy pizza. It was good pizza.
Yeah. So no doubt you're friends with Megan from Dogo's, who does a great local pizza dough
I know
for
that
us.
was her favorite day too. Yeah, pizza day was great.
Yeah. So now here's the next challenge. Since we just identified that conduit and sisterhood, we should pair up a pizza with your microgreens.
Yes.
Ooh. Maybe like a white pizza, with an olive oil base and some garlic and microgreens.
Instead of dried herbs, fresh greens.
What do we think about this?
I'm in.
All right. She's in. We're in.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're going to start growing when we get home.
Okay.
We're doing it. We know
Get
people.
busy, Megan.
Yeah.
Get us dough going.
We've got friends. And I say this, it takes a village. And boy, am I ever smiling ear to ear today, sitting here with both of you lovely ladies who have no idea how wonderful it is to be able to rely on people that care as much about kids and nutrition as I do. I think I've found my calling, and Jess, you've certainly found yours. And Betsy, we're welcoming you to the family of folks that just really get all warm and fuzzy about doing what's best for kids and getting really good, wholesome meals to fuel healthy lives.
Yeah.
Well, thank you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.